What's up, everybody? Hope you're all having a good day. It's a scorcher where I am, hence the no sleeves. It's very, very warm today. But I've got some news that has just broke over the last day or so about Madeleine McCann. Now, there is a documentary on Netflix called The Disappearance of Madeleine McCann. If you're not familiar with that case, go check it out. It's very well done, and it's a super bizarre story. I think all of the cases I'm going to cover on this channel are going to be the super bizarre ones. This one is, and this one's definitely up there. And there's been no real information online for new information for a long time. But today and yesterday and the day before, there's been a couple of new news stories about the case. And I will link them in the description below and pin them in the comments. And go have a read for yourself. They are coming from Sky News and the New Zealand Herald. Like I said, they are linked in the description below. But this first part is from Sky News. It says, Madeleine McCann. Police have been investigating prime suspect in case for 4 years. German prosecutor says police have been looking for information on Christian B for a long time. And this particular story just came out like right now. It's just a couple hours ago, UK time. So this is a brand new story. German prosecutor says police have been looking for information on the main suspect known as Christian B for a long time and had already built up a fact file on him before we asked the public to help us. At first, they didn't name the suspect, but a year ago, the prosecutor and Scotland Yard announced they had a new suspect and made appeals to anyone who knew him, his movements, and his lifestyle. It came out shortly after that. They were speaking about a 43-year-old German drifter known under German privacy laws as Christian B. And the prosecutor said by that time, so that would have been a year ago, Christian B had been under investigation already for 3 years. We did not take the decision to go public lightly. Since then, we have found a lot more pieces of the puzzle, but I cannot reveal what they are. We are making progress and have the same number of investigators working on the case, but we don't yet have enough to charge the suspect. It says Christian B was living in Portugal when the 3-year-old Madeleine McCann disappeared. It goes on to say the case against him is circumstantial. He is a convicted pedophile. He lived in the area on the night she disappeared. His mobile phone was in use nearby, and the next day he changed the registration of one of his vehicles. Definitely suspicious. He also alleged to have confessed that he abducted Madeleine to a criminal associate during a bar conversation. It says Christian B is currently serving a 7-year jail sentence in Germany for the rape of an elderly American widow in Portugal in 2005. He denies any involvement in Madeleine's disappearance. Christian B's lawyer states, my client is innocent in the Madeleine case. The prosecutor keeps saying he is guilty, but he hasn't interviewed him and hasn't shown us any of the evidence he says he has. Now, this next part of the story came out a couple of days ago. It is from the New Zealand Herald. The headline is, former friend of Madeleine McCann suspect Christian B fears he will dodge justice. A former friend of the prime suspect in the Madeleine McCann case says he fears Christian B will escape punishment as German officials are moving too slowly. Prosecutors claim they have evidence Madeleine McCann is dead, and they are close to charging Christian B with her disappearance and murder. However, more than a year on, he has not faced any charges. But a former friend of the 44-year-old has made a startling admission, claiming Christian B did snatch Madeleine McCann and saying they fear he will never face trial. I can't believe it's been a year and nothing seems to have happened, the former friend told the Daily Mirror. The more we remember about him and read about his past, the more we believed he was the man responsible for taking Madeleine McCann. It's crazy. The German cops have not been to see Christian B in prison or interviewed him. We're scared he'll never face justice and will have to be freed and could then come back here. I think if the Germans have evidence Madeleine McCann is dead, they need to come out and say what it is. Prosecutors maintain they have strong evidence Christian B is guilty, but they refuse to share what the proof is. Christian B was also convicted in Germany in 1994 of abusing a 6-year-old girl in a playground and exposing himself to another child. The 17-year-old was given a 2-year juvenile sentence, but later moved to Portugal, where he set up home in a coastal town and kept his past secret. So that's the news. They apparently do have a suspect in mind, as they say they have proof, but they won't share what it is. Hopefully, the family of Madeleine McCann can get some closure real soon. Hopefully, they are able to, if this is the guy, hopefully they are able to charge him and the family can finally start to heal. Not that you can ever really heal when something terrible like that happens to your child. If you've seen, this next part is a little bit of a spoiler, so if you haven't seen the documentary yet, don't listen, stop the video. Go watch the documentary and come back. But the parents were originally wildly accused of having something to do with their daughter's disappearance, but it had later came to light that they did not have anything to do with the disappearance. Even though some people out there still might think they have, they were legally cleared of all wrongdoing in the case, and since then they have been looking for the real suspect, and it looks like this guy Christian B might be it. But have you seen the Madeleine McCann documentary on Netflix, or seen any of the other documentaries on the disappearance of Madeleine McCann? What do you think of this case? What do you think of this news? And do you have any insider information? Please share it in the comments below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon.